Caramel custard is one of the easiest desserts to make. The smooth, rich, and delicious custard with the caramel tastes heavenly. Hello, dear friends, and welcome to Kitchen Compass. The ingredients required for the caramel custard: milk 350 ml, sugar 1 by 3rd cup, salt a pinch, vanilla extract 1 teaspoon, eggs 3 for the caramel base, sugar 1 by 3rd cup, and water 2 tablespoons. The first step is to prepare the caramel base. Into a pan, add 1 by 3rd cup of granulated sugar and 2 tablespoons of water. Place it over medium heat. Allow the sugar to dissolve. Let the sugar syrup boil for a few minutes. Before starting with the caramelization process, keep the ramekins or the custard molds ready. The caramel custard can either be steamed or baked. If you are baking them, preheat the oven at 160 degrees centigrade for 10 minutes. After a few minutes, the sugar syrup will begin to turn light brown, which means the sugar has started to caramelize. Keep the flame to the lowest. Once the sugar begins to caramelize, do not stir with a spoon. Gently swirl the pan. From this point, keep a close watch on the level of caramelization you prefer. For a sweet caramel, take it off the flame when it is light golden brown. Keep it for a second or two longer if you prefer a hint of bitterness. Caramelized sugar can turn very bitter in a matter of seconds, so be alert and take it off the flame at the correct time. Immediately pour it into the molds and swirl to coat the base of the mold. This should be done quickly as the caramel crystallizes fast. Keep these molds aside while we prepare the custard. To prepare the custard, into a saucepan, add 350 ml of milk. Add 1/3 cup of sugar. Adjust the sweetness as per your preference. 1/3 cup of sugar just gives a mild sweetness to the custard. Keep it over medium flame and stir and allow the sugar to dissolve. The milk and sugar mixture should not boil but allow it to reach a scalding point, which is about 80 degrees centigrade. When you see tiny bubbles on the sides of the pan, turn off the flame. Into another bowl, whisk the eggs and vanilla lightly with a hand whisk. A little nutmeg powder can also be added. Into the whisked eggs, add a little of the hot milk and whisk. This is called tempering the eggs. Tempering prevents the eggs from getting scrambled when mixed with the hot milk. Again add a little more milk and whisk. Now add in the entire milk mixture and whisk gently. We do not want the custard mix to turn foamy. Just gently whisk, incorporating all the ingredients. Add a little salt and whisk again. Salt helps in elevating the sweetness of the dish. Pour the custard mix through a fine strainer to filter out any undissolved egg. Then pour the custard mixture into the prepared molds. These are ready to be baked or steamed. For steaming, cover these molds with aluminum foil and place them in a steamer. Once the steam comes, keep the flame to medium-low and steam till the pudding is set. For baking, line a baking tray with a kitchen towel. The kitchen towel gives a little insulation to the molds. Place the custard-filled molds on the towel. Pour hot water into the baking tray until it comes a little less than halfway up the sides of the molds. Place this into the preheated oven and bake at 160 degrees centigrade. The hot water ensures even heat distribution to prevent the eggs from curdling. The moist heat also ensures a silky smooth custard. Time taken to bake the custard varies according to the size of the molds used. For small ramekins like these, it takes around 30 minutes to bake. Once ready, take them out and leave them to cool and come to room temperature. The custard is baked when the center is a little jiggly but the sides are firm. A knife tip inserted at the center will have softly set custard clinging onto it. They will continue to set in the molds because of the retained heat. This is a custard that can be enjoyed warm as well as cold. For a warm dessert, when the mold is just warm to touch, gently run a knife along the edges to loosen it. Demold it onto a plate and enjoy. To enjoy them cold, once the custard cools down, cover them tightly with a cling wrap and leave it in the refrigerator. To demold the ones in the refrigerator, either keep them out for an hour or two and then demold, or place the ramekins in a bowl of hot water for a few minutes to help loosen the custard. Gently run a knife along its sides and demold onto a plate. Do try making these simple caramel custards. Thank you.